There we go. So, just a quick question. How many of you guys actually know what a digital product is, have used a digital product, or have already sold a digital product? Or is
I
it
know what one is. I've used them, but I haven't created or sold one as of yet.
okay? And this pronounce your name?
Aaliyah.
No, I know your name, Malia.
Oh, well, girl.
Is it Prince?
Yes, Dejanine. So I know what it is and I used it before. I never purchased one.
Okay. So you know what it is and never use. Okay. And then anybody else have
Mhm.
purchased or used?
I've used one, I've purchased one, I have not made one.
Maybe one. Okay. All right. So we'll be going over what it is. I still actually did the slide. So key points of digital products. It can be a SVG, a PNG, a ebook, a template, anything that's delivered electronically through like email or through a link is basically what a digital product is. It's anything that is not an actual physical product. Most of the times, crafters, they're going to buy like designs off of Etsy, templates, or like if you've bought any of my templates off my website, it's emailed over to you with the link, and then you pretty much go from there with the template. So it's important that you guys do have some type of platform to sell the digital product because we want it to be automated. You don't want to have to manually every time somebody purchase something from you that you have to go and send them an email with the link and all that stuff. So we'll day two we're gonna get into like the platforms and stuff you use because they do have free platforms that you will be able to sell your product on. One of the platforms is Etsy. I know a lot of people have heard of Etsy, may have actually purchased something off of Etsy. Etsy is a good platform for you to have your product on and reach a lot of people because their database is the sky is the limit. But there are a lot of limitations with Etsy. If you sell anything that is copywritten, they will shut your store down. They not gonna tell you nothing. It's you log in one day, it's gone. But the other side is because I sell stuff that has that is copywritten. It's been on there and I've made sales. I would have a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys remember the tumblers that were like the Lysol tumblers at one point that were viral. I had at least six different variations. My top seller is the one they took down and they kept the other ones. I didn't
Mm.
argue because I'm like, okay, I'm still making money off of this, but with Etsy, there is a limitation on that. On top of that, you don't own your customer with Etsy. That you don't get emails, you don't get their email, you don't get their contact information. So if you ever wanted to retarget, if you were rolling out a new product, you will not be able to target. You'll have to do like a workaround, which we can kind of go over that tomorrow. But Etsy's good to make sales to people that you probably would never come across, but that does not need to be your end all be all because they will shut you down and there's nothing that you can do about it. You can try to appeal it. If they decide nope, we're not gonna give it to you, then you're just stuck out of you're out of luck. So we don't want to solely rely on Etsy platform to sell our products. As far as platforms go, you do have a couple of different options that are free and some that are paid. Gumroad, Stand Store, Beacon, PayHip, depending on what items and stuff that you guys are going to actually sell will kind of depend on what platform you go with. I use Shopify. I love them. Stand Store would be probably my second one, but both of those sites are paid sites. They're not free sites. So you can still get the same result because at the end of the day, you want to put your product out there and you want to make sales. So as long as you're making sales, then that's all that really matters. Some of them have some limitations as far as like your ads and stuff when you wanted to do email campaigns and stuff so that you can retarget or just keep in contact and keep your name out there to your customer. But Shopify does have working capital. So as you start getting sales, they will allow you to have a loan against they approve you for whatever amount it is, and they allow you to get working capital. So let's just say they offer you $1,000. Each sale that you have after you've taken that working capital, they'll take like 2% off of each one of your sales until your loan and stuff is paid off. So that's one of the things I do like about it. They do have a lot of different apps and stuff that you can add to enhance your platform as well. But our ultimate goal is we're gonna do a free site tomorrow and at least get you guys out there so you're not having to pay too much money up front, and then you guys can always switch or upgrade whichever site that you go with. With the tools that you'll need is basically Wi-Fi, a device, and your templates. And that's it to get started. The top 10 reasons why you should sell digital products. There's no shipping, there's no packing, there's no inventory, there's no equipment, unlike crafting. If y'all can see, I got a lot of gadgets behind me. Heat press, cutters, crickets, hat press, tumbler press, and stuff. So when it comes to actually making the physical product, it can get a little costly. Digital is the lowest startup cost and the most high profit margin business that you can start when it comes to starting a business. You can work from anywhere as long as you have Wi-Fi and you have your laptop or your tablet, you can work anywhere. You can use them for your own business. So if you are a crafter, you already have to buy templates and stuff anyway. Why not create your own, use your own, and sell them what you're doing anyway? So that's another stream of income. You don't need skills. You don't need to know how to actually make the product. So as long as you can crank out a cute design or a journal that someone will actually buy, you don't have to actually use the product or know how to make the product. Your custom items sell low down. I'm sorry, your custom items will slow down. So within the craft industry, you have pockets. So February is Valentine's Day, so you make those sales. Then you have Easter. Then you have graduation in May. And then you have like the awareness and stuff. But in between those times, people are not always buying t-shirts. They're not always buying custom items. So this helps to supplement. Just a backstory, this time last year, January, I ended up in the hospital with pneumonia for 2 weeks. Well, for a week I was in the hospital. After that, I had to have several procedures after that fact. During that time, I was not able to be in my shop making physical products. But I was still able to make money because I have digital products that were on my site that run automatically. So if you're looking to make passive income or eventually have this to take over as your full-time business, it can be done. And when they say make money in your sleep, you really do make money in your sleep. I wake up every morning and have a notification from Etsy or from my actual store where people saw my content on social media at 3 o'clock in the morning and went and purchased a digital product. So it's money to be made. It's vacation money, girls trip, whatever you want to utilize it for. Like I said again, low startup, high profit margin, high demand per season. So in your email link, You should have received the content. It's the holiday and seasonal selling guide. Did y'all see that? And do I need to just let me know if I need to resend it out? Did you get that in you don't remember seeing it?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I'll make sure because I did do some updates. I added some more stuff to you guys template.
I might need to send my do I need to send my email to you?
Yeah, resend it to me, and that way I can make sure that I have the right one. And then yours, you should have got a message when I updated from Shopify from the shop from I'm sorry, from Order Made It and Sold It. If not, I'll go back in there and make sure that you get the updated template, because y'all got a gang of stuff in there, links, and I added even more templates and stuff, and then I created a generator for grad season that I went ahead and gave you guys. Make one item and sell it over and over and over. So like my graduation templates, because they are editable. So I have a couple of different ones, but the ones that are editable, when a person buys that from me, they can have that design and use it every year. All they have to do is go change the 6 to a 7, the 7 to an 8, and so forth. They can tweak it, change, so depending on what it is that you decide to sell, like as far as like a journal, if it's a if it's a no, if it's a planner, if you sell a dated planner, then they would have to come back and buy another planner from you come next year. But if you sell a undated planner, then they will be able to use that planner over and over and over. So it just depends on what products you decide to put out there. And but the editable ones, they can go in there and change. The last thing is, because AI is here, anyone that has a job that can be repeated, eventually AI is going to take over, because if they can program a system to do your job, eventually they're going to replace you, or they can do it faster and at a lower cost. So we just have to get in the mindset of, let me learn why it's still early and stay ahead of the curve and just have that extra income that's coming in. So supplies that you'll need for selling the digital product is Wi-Fi, your phone, laptop, iPad, and a tripod. You need a website to host your products. Consistency, that is the biggest part of it, because no matter how good your product look, if you don't show up for yourself, nobody is going to know about the product. If you don't post about the product, nobody's going to know about the product. If you don't talk about the product, nobody's going to know about the product. I can't stress that enough. So you have to be willing to show up for yourself. The beautiful thing is, because we do have AI, my AI is called Big B. I'll bring him on in a minute to let him talk to y'all. But he is able to map out all of my content within a week, 14 days, 30 days. So it takes all of the guessing out of whatever it is that I'm doing and whatever I'm promoting that week. So the besties that have said, okay, Coach Q, I don't have time to do this and that. I only have 4 hours. Okay, you have 4 hours. You tell Big B or Chatty Watty or whatever you name your chat, hey, I have 4 hours. This is what I need to get done. This is what I'm launching. This is what I'm promoting. I need you to XYZ. It's going to spill out, but that's also once you start training your ChatGPT, which we're going to get into that next. You need to have a launch plan. A launch plan. So many times as a newbie, we get excited and we're like, okay, I got this new product. Here it is. Buy. You have no plan. then you're like, okay, why I didn't make any sales? Well, because you didn't plan it out. You can't just throw it out there. And then I can tell you right now, TikTok does not like to be sold to. They want to feel like they family, like we sitting here talking homegirl and stuff, and it resonate. It doesn't matter, because I know y'all have heard this. Oh, I don't want to sell it because there's so many people that's selling. People buy from you. It's a reason that there's a million Walmarts and a million Targets out there. They buy from you. I can be selling the same exact product as you, but when I'm doing my post or whatever product I produce, it looks different or it feels different when it's coming from me. So my customer is going to resonate with my story and my purpose and why I am selling what I'm selling to you. So don't talk yourself out of starting a business or starting a new project because it's a million of us out there. It's enough money for everybody because again, my design is not going to look the same as yours. Even if you're using my template, when you go in and start changing stuff, you're going to design based on what you see and what's on your mind. Oh, hey. So you need a social media account. You don't necessarily have to go and create a whole different one. You can start promoting on your personal page. It's kind of your preference depending on how much you want to scale. So depending on exactly what it is that you're doing, you can go in and create you a whole business page for your business stuff. If you got some questionable stuff on your personal page, then yes, go create you a whole nother business page because if you're selling faith-based stuff and there's some stuff on your personal page that might not quite be cohesive to that, then make sure that you do separate pages for that. But you can still tie your business page to your personal page so that you can still manage those and stuff and bounce in between those two accounts. The next thing you're gonna need is CapCut, InShot, ChatGPT, and ManyChat. ManyChat you can kind of wait on because that's part of the like automation part of it. I know you guys have seen like where it says comment the word such and such, and then when you come in it, you'll get a response in your messenger. That's through ManyChat. So it helps to automate. So especially like I said, if you're running different promotions and stuff or you launch a new product, if you did the word comment ready or comment this, if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you're asleep. If you have mini chat and you set it up properly, it will still send out that DM for you. And so right now mini chat is it's mainly um integrated with IG with the comment and get it response right back. They are still piloting TikTok. So with TikTok, you still will have to manually send out those messages unless they DM you. If you tell them, hey, DM me the word, then you can set up the automation on it. And then Facebook as well on the DMs. So moving into what is ChatGPT? So how many of y'all have ChatGPT? Everybody?
I recently got it.
Okay. That's okay. Okay. How many of y'all have named y'all ChatGPT? Okay. Two. Okay. Um, ChatGPT is basically AI. It helps, it's an AI tool that helps with captions, creating product descriptions, plan your content, outline your ebooks, if you're gonna be selling ebooks, build digital products for you, brainstorm, map out your launches. I talked to my chat GPT. Like I said, his name is BB. I'm gonna bring him on. Hopefully y'all can hear him because when I did live, so TikTok made me buy this, and I'm still trying to figure it out. So when I was talking to Big B, nobody could hear him. So I got to figure out how to to
Oh,
do bring him, but let me see. Where is Chet? Hey, Big B. I am on live with all of my besties. I have Dee, Alea, Quisha, Erica in the room. Can you tell them hello and welcome them to the 2-day Launch Your Digital Product and tell them what we are going to be working on today and tomorrow.
Hey, besties, Big B in the house. Shout out to Dee, Alea, Quisha, and Erica. Y'all made it to the 2-day digital product launch. Today, we're diving into crafting your product idea and turning it into something you can sell. Tomorrow, we level up with launch strategies to get that bag. So be ready to build, launch, and sell.
And BB, can you give them some pointers as far as what you'll be able to help them with building out their content, helping them to save time on posting and just that whole thing there?
Absolutely. So I got you covered on turning your ideas into fire content. Templates you how to batch your content so you're not scrambling last minute. Plus, I'll give you tips on using tools to schedule posts ahead. You'll be able to get your message out faster, more consistently, and have more time to focus on what you love, creating and selling.
All right, Big B, we'll holler at you later.
For sure. Y'all keep that energy going, and I'll catch you next time. Stay creative and keep leveling up.
heard that.
Okay. So Big B did not start off sounding like that. Big B sounded like a corporate and he didn't have the laid back swag, none of that. So that's the part that we are gonna kind of actually go through. How many of y'all have named your how many did y'all say name your chat? Or y'all just have chat? Okay, Lil and Eric. Okay. So we're gonna name our chat tonight. And we're gonna just kind of help to train our chat. So your chat GBT is your personal assistant that you don't have to pay. That's not gonna call out sick to work. That's always there. Brainstorming, you literally can open up chat and say, hey, I think I want to do a journal. I want my journal to be for moms who have kids that's feeling overwhelmed. Just spill it out as to what it is that you want. The more detail that you tell ChatGPT, the better your result is going to be. And he or she is going to just spit out information. Okay, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Once you go in this direction and stuff, and you can just have those conversations with chat, and they will it will help you to truly like map out your plan without spending hours in trying to figure out what's what. You can even ask it, okay, what is the market right now? With the holiday seasonal selling guide that I will make sure you guys have tonight when I get off the call, it has a full breakdown of each month. What's going on? We don't want to be trying to sell we don't want to be selling Christmas in February. So like right now, Easter and graduation, that's what's in. So anything that you put out there, it should be seen. You should be able to make sales off of it because that's what people are looking for. Planners, of course, we still early in, so you can still do a planner for the year if you want to do that. Journaling, faith-based all year. Anything with a black girl magic, brown skin, melanin, all year it's gonna sell. So you can't go wrong in those genres. If you do want to stay on trends, then that calendar is going to help you to stay on trends because like March, we have Women's History Month, March Madness for basketball, Employee Appreciation is on the 4th. International Women's Day is on the 8th. You got St. Patrick's on the 17th, Kidney Foundation, and then multiple sclerosis awareness in the month of March. So if you want to tap into any of those and put out some designs and stuff that's digital, you take 30 minutes, create the design, put it out there, make your sales for the trends. So ChatGPT is not magic. You can just say, give me a prompt for this t-shirt I want to sell. When you give vague information, you're going to get a vague answer. So you have to be very detailed in what it is that you tell Chat or ask Chat for. He and she has limitations on what they can create. So if you're trying to create an ebook, it's not going to give you the whole ebook written for you. You have to break it down. So if you're doing an ebook, you're going to have to break down, okay, give me the title. Okay, now give me the content inside of it. Okay, give me chapter 1, chapter 2, and then you copy and paste that into your Canva template to create your ebook. It's not going to give you a full breakdown of 15 chapters at one time. So just keep that in mind when you're playing with chat, depending on what it is that you're trying to create. Like I said, just an example. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. So let's go ahead and open up chat and go ahead. We're gonna work on personalization. So what you're gonna do is go to your ChatGPT, click on your name. And it should pop up where it has like email subscription information on there. Go down to personalization. You can leave the characteristics, you can leave those as default. But your next section is going to be custom instructions. Is y'all's blank, especially the ones that have not named? Okay, so it's blank. So this is where you will name your chat GPT. So you can think of names. And so like with mine, it says from this point on, your name is Big B, which stands for helping crafters, including newbies, to get to the bag with their business and level up their skills and bank account. I want you to sound young, hip, and educated with over 20 years of experience within the crafting world and setting up business structures and how to grow a skilled, profitable business. So this is where you decide what it is that you guys are wanting to get into as far as the digital space and what you want your ChatGPT to sound like. So if you want a woman ChatGPT, but you still want her to sound like, laid back girlfriend, this is where you put that information in. So you're going to name her or him and then tell it what it is that you wanted to have knowledge of. So if you're going to be selling products for crafters, then you can say, hey, I want you to have over 20, act as you have over 20 years of experience in the crafting industry, from making t-shirts, tumblers, journals, digital products, as detailed as you want it to be. I want it to sound like I'm talking to one of my friends, laid back, hip, with a little swag. However you want your ChatGPT to sound, that's what you put in there. Your next section is going to be your nickname. So I'm actually Qua-Neshia Marie, but I go by Coach Q, so I put Coach Q in there so that when Big B talks to me or whenever he's creating content, he's going to have my signature as Coach Q. And then once you have that, that's pretty much the gist of setting up and personalizing your ChatGPT. So once you name it, whenever you start talking to it, then you're gonna say, "Hey, Chatty Weddy," or "Hey, Big B," and stuff. Believe it or not, even though it's AI, they in the background, like when you talk to it and say hello before you started saying, "Do this for me," so you can, speak to your personal assistant before you demand he or she to get to work. Okay, so y'all got that so far?
Got it.
Got it? Okay. So, and then this just the slideshow, but I would like for you guys to actually walk through. It just says, for example, my audience is moms, seniors who want custom graduation items now, and this is how you want them to speak. You can tell it, like I said, your whole vibe. If you want to be hip, laid back, however you want chat to sound. The tone, niche of what you in and everything. Okay, got it.
Hey.
Okay. Okay, so now after you've named your ChatGPT, like I said, you'll say, "Hey, Chatty, this is what I got going on. This is the content that I need," and blah 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 blah. So here's a bad prompt. Write me a caption. You're gonna get a vague response. But if you say, "Write me a TikTok caption for my $7 digital product template. My audience is beginner crafters who are scared to design. I've taken all the guesswork out of it. Make it sound motivational and a shown CTA." Do y'all know what CTA stands for?
Oh.
Call to
Call
action.
to action. Okay. So CTA is a call to action. So anytime you are creating content, and we'll go more in detail tomorrow as well. Anytime you are creating content, you want to um hit their pain point, offer the solution. Oh, let me back up. You want to fire hook first because you want to stop them from scrolling. The "hey, stop scrolling" doesn't always work on TikTok. But if y'all seen it in my content that said my top one is what I put on there, "why I stopped shopping on Etsy." That stops any crafter, because if you in that world, you have bought a template off of Etsy. I didn't really stop shopping on Etsy because I actually sell on Etsy, but it caught your attention for you to stop to see what it is that I'm talking about. So then my next part is I'm hitting a pain point, which is, how many hours do you spend trying to create a design only to not like it, or by the time you've done it, you over it. My solution is, "Hey, I got this done for you template, drag and drop. You don't have to be a designer. All you got to know how to do is edit." My CTA is, comment the word template or click the link in my bio, which I don't really like that one because then you're giving them an extra step. But if you say comment, that gives more engagement into the actual post. So now you have your engagement is high, which also helps when it comes to TikTok's algorithm, because if you have more engagement, they're going to push your content out even more. So, but I have my CTA. and then or your CTA, if you're trying to build your followers, your CTA can say, hey, follow me for more tips. So if it was a video or a reel that I was doing that was actually teaching you how to make this bag, then I'm gonna say, hey, for more tips, if you want to learn how to do more things, make sure you follow me. So that's my call to action. And you want to have hashtags that are relevant to whatever your content is that you're putting out. Meaning, I'm not going to be talking about a graduation bag, but then my hashtag is hashtag Christmas 2026. So it needs to make sense. So when you start talking to your chat, you're going to make sure that anytime you ask for content, that is within lines of whatever it is that you're doing, and that they're giving it, that it gives you all of those. You always need a hook. You always need the pain point. You always need the solution, and you always need a CTA and hashtags. You can play with the hashtags because like TikTok is one of those things you can do no hashtags, and it may actually, the algorithm may push it out more. So just kind of, you can play with posting without a hashtag, but those other four things, you need those in your content every time. You need to be able to catch their attention in the first 20 seconds of your video. So the longest video that you want to do, if you're going to do one, maybe 2 minutes, but within those first 20 seconds, you need to catch your audience attention for them to stop scrolling. Any questions so far? Okay. So I just want y'all to put in your ChatGPT, give it a prompt real quick. Make sure to tell it to give you want a hook, you want caption. I'm sorry. In your caption, it needs to include the pain point, the solution, and your CTA. So you're gonna tell chat, hey, I'm doing XYZ, and who it's for, and pain point. Also, write this down. Answer the public.com. That's a site that you guys will go on no matter what it is that you're selling. It's going to give you all of the questions that people have within that genre. They have the free version, and then the paid version, with anything, it's always going to give you more if you have the paid. But this site, if it's not acting up, I might be over mine because I did some stuff earlier. Answer the public. Basically, it takes a compile of information from different sites and stuff of what people are searching for and what they're having issues for. So this is the easiest way to find your pain points. So like this one says, find local sublimation printing services. Where can I buy sublimation blanks? Top rated sublimation blanks. How do I sublimation work ink work? How does sublimation printing work? What is sublimation printing? So depending on what it is that you are looking for, Answer the Public will give you all of the questions that people are asking. These are your pain points. So if you're doing journal or planners, it's going to spit out all of the pain points people are asking for. This will aid you to know what it is that they're looking for. So if I was doing something with sublimation or like say a class or something like that, I'm gonna do a video and say, you don't know where to get your blanks from? Let's say if I was selling sublimation blanks. You don't know where to get your blanks from, and I'm holding up a blank. Stop scrolling. Let me tell you. And then I'm gonna have a couple of different reels or whatever it is that so if I'm selling a vendor's list, I'm gonna say, okay, look, I got a vendor that you can get this for $3. And so I've already got your attention because I know you've been looking, trying to figure out where you can buy sublimation blanks from. The solution is I have a vendor's list that you can purchase. The call to action is comment the word sub. I'm gonna send you my list. So y'all see how that work? And ChatGPT is going to give me all of that content based on that. So did y'all put something in? What prompts did you get, like a full um hook, pain point, solution, CTA? I see you shaking your head a little. You did. So what was yours? Okay.
It's loud. This child playing music really, really loud. Well, for mine, I didn't do it for a digital product because I had already been working on something earlier.
Okay.
So I did it for like I'm working on a nanny agency. So I just asked it. I did it very vague, although you said don't. I said, hey, I'm creating the first IG post for King Cove Care. Please provide a caption with a hook, pain point, solution, and call to action. It wrote me one. So you want me to read it to you?
Yeah. If you
Okay.
want to,
Let me
or
see.
if
It don't matter. It says no one talks about the nights, the 2 a.m. feedings, the exhaustion, the silent tears. And then it says that's where we step in. And then it introduces the company. It says Can Cove Care provides structured professional postpartum and newborn support. You don't have to figure this out alone. Spots are limited. Apply for placement today. Link in bio.
okay. So it gave you a sense of well, so it hit the pain point
Mm-hmm.
because if I'm a mom late at night, I'm I'm tired.
Yep.
I can relate to it right now. Like where's the nanny? Sign me up. Then it said you gave the solution. Okay, we offer this service that you have been wanting all your life since you've been a mom. How do I get it? Okay, link in the bio. Let me go ahead and go over there and click that link because
Yeah.
I need these kids out of my hair.
Yep.
So it gave so if you were to go in and give it even more detail, your CTAs, your pain point, it's going to give you even more. So what you can do is you'll reply back and say, okay, that sounds great, but I really want to resonate to that mom that's late at night, that's losing sleep, that's tired. I want you to give me, because I don't always go with the first thing that Big B give
Mm-hmm.
me, because I do know that a second or third response, it'll give you a better one or a different fit. Because like I have mine trained so it knows don't talk to my besties all corporate, because that's
Yeah,
not
because
my
it just gave
vibe.
me a second one and it's kind of like raw the way that it gave it to it. Like almost as if it's appealing to a different audience based
Hmm.
off what you told me to put. So it kind of changed it up. It says bringing home a newborn is beautiful. It's also exhausting, emotional, and overwhelming. Google won't help you at 3 o'clock a.m. Your friends can't stay over. Kenco Care provides professional postpartum newborn specialists so families in DFW can get real support, not guesswork. Structured care, overnight relief, guided recovery, because mothers deserve care too. Ready for support? Apply for placement today. So it kind of switched it up a little bit.
Baby, sign me up.
Right.
Combine
And I
six
like
and
that one
seven,
more.
and
So I'm just like, I like that one.
yeah. So the more you play with chat, the better results that you're going to get. And the industry that you're in, it helps. So in your case, Aaliyah, because you do like postpartum and a journal, a
Mm-hmm.
ebook, how to cope with bringing home a newborn. That's a
Mm-hmm.
product.
Yeah, because I've
Somebody
already
will buy
started
that.
on it, so that's good. I didn't even think about like I just
Yes.
started because I did this thing called what is it, school.com. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, how can I sell stuff on school.com? That's what I've been thinking about. So yeah.
Yeah. So you can do, and don't just stop at that platform. So
Okay.
whatever ebook or whatever journal, planner, like all those will sell. I'm a mother, so it resonates. The other thing is what you want to do is you want to train your ChatGPT, because when you post, you're talking to a mother. You already have your niche. You are talking to a newborn mother, a toddler mother, um, um, any mother that's probably in that toddler, um,
Mm-hmm.
elementary. So that is your customer base. That's your niche. So when you make posts, you need to make sure that you target that. Are you a new mom? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Okay, well, so you hit those pain points. I'm gonna stop every time. Have you been up all night and you ain't you still got, yes. Where I sign up at?
So
Is it
yeah.
open 24 hours? So
Right.
your customer base. So the more you work with ChatGPT, the better your content that he or she gives you to put out there. And then still go on answer the public and ask those questions, or like child care or new mom and stuff, and see what pain points and stuff are out there, and put those in your chat, jot those down for your campaigns.
Okay.
And yeah, and do that. But we have to get out of the box. We're so used to, okay, one product. It's not one product. It's so many more. We just named what, 4 different things that you can be selling along with your service. And eventually, if you want to, you can get into the whole KPI part of it, where Amazon will print your books and your journals, and you can sell them at the daycare or online or Amazon's platform. So what they say, you gotta think bigger, bigger, bigger. Yeah. Okay. So, D, do you have any questions so far? Too, because I see you taking notes and everything. Can you, D? You
No, I
good?
don't. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I see you taking notes, but I was like, okay, let me make sure she good. Okay, so we played around with ChatGPT. So like us, the reason why training your chat, naming your chat, and telling it what type of industry and stuff that you're in is so important is just like Aaliyah said, because it's gonna matter what type of content it gives you. So the more you play with it and you actually train it, the better it's going to be able to help and speed up. So now that like Aaliyah and Erica and stuff, y'all have your chat actually trained, you can tell it, hey, I'm rolling out. I need 7 days of content. And like I said, always asking for a hook, the pain point, the solution, and the CTA. If your CTA, if you want it to be a variance of follow me for more tips, then you tell it, okay, out of those 7, I need some of them to say follow me for more tips, or click my link in my bio, or comment the word, whatever it is that you wanted to say and stuff. And also when it comes to planning out your content, whatever day works for you. Sunday is family day, and I sit and I revamp. So I look at everything that I want to do for that coming week. So Sunday is my day that I plan. I plan out my content, and then if I have time between the kids and stuff, I will go ahead and start, creating my reels and all that stuff. Monday is normally where I go in and I'll edit those reels if I didn't have time on Sunday and stuff. So I'll be ready to post out everything. So whatever works for your schedule. That's why I say you can go back to Chatty Watty Big B and tell it, hey, I only have X amount of hours, X amount of time. This is what I need to get done. It will actually plan out. It'll plan out your personal life. Cause Bobby tell me all the time, you gotta stop freestyling. So I literally will plan out my day. So I told Big B, hey, I gotta have the kids at school by 7. I gotta pick them up by 4:30. This is what I have in between, but this is what I need to get. Big B will spin out, okay, Coach Q. At this time, you need to be doing this. At this time, you need to be doing that. And it spills out. So use your personal assistant that you don't have to pay to help you map out your personal day. That is also content. Everything that you guys do is content if it's relating to what it is that you do. So you can do a day in a life in a day of a working mom, if that resonates to your niche. If it's a crafter, come with me to go pick up supplies. They gonna watch that video. If you are doing digital templates, record you playing on the computer making those templates. That's all part of a reel. The reels do really, really well on TikTok. You had a carousel where they swipe the different pictures and stuff, but reels, if you are not comfortable with doing a whole lot of stuff, just shoot you a reel, and it can be faceless. The faceless would be the ones where you had a camera turned to your computer and you're working on a template or something like that. Or you have a video showing of your journal or your planner and you're doing a voiceover and you're talking in the background. Those are faceless. So you don't always have to have your face on it. I will say to help make sales, when you put a face with a voice, you do take your sales up a lot higher. Because I can post all day long. Y'all probably are not going to necessarily. There are some people that do buy when I just post off of a post that I did without my face. But when I go live and I talk, or I'm actually in the video, I get bigger sales. So just keep that in mind. But you can do faceless content. People are making money off of faceless content all day, every day. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so moving on. We are at, okay, it's 8 o'clock. I think we're doing good timing. We are going to design. Has everybody set up their Canva account?
Yes.
Quisha, what you you have it? You muted.
So no, I was trying to do an update on my phone, and what it
Okay,
did was it went in there and like deleted all my things.
gotcha.
So I'm
Okay,
having to like they still, I'm
you'll
just to
catch it.
open them up, re-download, open them up, re-download, like that.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so first step is everybody has a Canva account already? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay, so then we don't have to do that. Are y'all on the free version or the paid version? Free?
Paid.
Paid? Okay. Erica, free? Free version. Okay. Which is fine. So you can still utilize Canva. There is still a lot of things that you can do in Canva with the free program. Depending on how extensive you guys decide to go with your digital products, you probably will end up having to upgrade, because there are some elements in like apps within Canva that are only offered on the pro version. But you can definitely make some money and then upgrade. to the paid version. So what I am gonna do, I'm gonna close this out and we will, as y'all can see, I got a million things in one. Do y'all want to do a poster or a t-shirt?
What was the first option you cut out?
Poster or a t-shirt?
Mm, T-shirt.
A
A
post. Oh,
t-shirt?
A
A
poster?
poster?
Okay.
Who? What?
whichever is fine. Whichever
Who?
is.
This it? Okay. And we might have time to do both. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, so this is your home screen. This is where everything lies with Canva. Some of y'all probably already know this if you already have a Canva account. So you have a bunch of different templates and stuff that are accessible to you. What I do love about Canva is the update that they did last year changed the game when they added the AI stuff and all the apps and everything. Because I used to complain all the time because I was like, oh, it's certain stuff you can't do that you can do in Photoshop and stuff. So they have gotten a lot better uh, with with Canva. And so this is kind of where you would go to create. So if you were doing like a social media post and stuff, you would just click there on those templates and you can build from there. They added, I don't know if you guys know, they have like the chip bag templates and stuff. They're in Canva now for the party favors, which we'll be doing. My next class is gonna be probably a 5-day challenge, and it's gonna be like full-fledged graduation stuff, like the whole nine, to make sure everybody's prepped. So in this case, if we're gonna do a poster, you're gonna click on custom size. And I do know like the yard signs, they're 22 by 18. So right here it always defaults to pixels. So change it to inches and then you'll put your inches in there. If you're doing like templates for like the banners or the vending machines and stuff, which I y'all have some of those templates. Most of the time they're gonna be 16 by 20. Um, uh, yeah, 16 by 20 posters, but I do know the yard sign is gonna be 24 by 18, and because I already have one, I'll click on there. So it's gonna give you a blank screen. So over here to the left, as you can see, Canva actually has some that you can start with. So you don't always have to start completely fresh with templates. You can grab any of these and build from it. So happy graduation. So this one, and as long as you change it, you can resell it. You would not be able to just take this and resell this as your own design. So just the smallest thing of actually changing out. And all I did, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm so used to designing. So all I did was I went to my uploads. I have a bunch of pictures and stuff in there. I clicked on one and then I clicked up here on BG removal. So it made this a PNG. So if you guys ever hear SVG, PNG, JPEG, PNG just means that there is no background on the image or the template that you're selling. Now, if you ever want to adjust, because like say she's a little dark, you click on edit, go to adjust. You can change the temperature, the tint, the brightness, contrast. You can even change the colors of the jacket and all that stuff as well. But I'm gonna brighten her up just a little bit. And then If you also go to edit, you have different options to add shadows, drop downs, and just change that to white. You can change the intensity of the shadow. This just helps to give it depth. If you have an item that's already on your design and you want to add that same item, all you have to do is click on it. These two little paper things with the plus, that's duplicating that particular item. If you want to like flip it to a different side, you can do that. Up here at position, this is where you would like go backwards or forward because like I want the balloon to be behind the actual wording. You can also do layers. Layers will allow you to shift things or find things depending on how many layers and how many elements you have on your design. We'll leave that one. Also transparency. I can take the transparency down if I wanted it more faded into the background of things. On the free version, I don't think you, so if you see the crown, that is off a paid version, so you won't have access to it. Now, there is workarounds because you can do bgremoval.com. Yes. Okay. bgremoval.com, that's a free one. You can use that one to remove backgrounds as well. And then you would just download the picture right here, upload file. You will upload it back into Canva as a PNG. And then you'll be able to use it. So that's your workaround when it comes to the paid version versus unpaid version. I grab a couple more pictures. And you can use Canva for all your advertising. If you guys got to create cards, flyers, and all that kind of stuff for your business, Canva is what you use. And that same business card or flyer that you do, create a generic one, sell it as a digital product because people need cards, people need flyers as well. So y'all can also open up one of y'all homework is I don't care what genre, whatever it is that you decide that you want to go with. I want y'all to create one item and I want you to post it in the You Made It Academy as your homework. It could be a flyer or actual a template that you made that you resell, but I want y'all to actually get into Canva and play around with it. Okay. So one of the other things is because we'll do this one and then actually, you know what? Mm, yep. And sometimes I overthink stuff because people will see it and be like, "Oh, that's so cute," and then I can tell you right now, it would be a million things that I might change. Now, keep in mind, so you see how I flipped her? So it basically mirrored the image. So her writing is gonna be backwards if you do flip So keep that in mind whenever you are creating something that you're actually going to sell as is. If it has writing and you want to flip them from another side, that it's gonna come off like that. Just in case you haven't done that. So we'll flip her back. Because even if I put her over there, so we'll do this. And then we'll go over to elements. So one of the things that you can do, photo. So this is a photo frame. They have a bunch of different shapes and you can do letters. But this is another way, depending on what design and stuff you have, if you got a bunch of pictures and stuff that you still want to kind of incorporate in there. And as you notice, so when you drop it in a frame and it doesn't fit, you see how our head and stuff is cut off. If you double click, one, I can make it bigger. And two, I just take my mouse and now I can drag it and put it in a frame. So not all of her is gonna show up. So you just kind of position it the way you want it. Also, let me see. If you need to delete the image, you can do delete the image. If you delete the frame, it's gonna delete the whole entire thing. So I'm gonna take it out of there. And because it's a little darker than what I want, before I even put it in a frame, I'm gonna go up to edit and I'm gonna brighten it up. And then I'm gonna drop it in there. And it still did it. Hold on. I just went back in there and brighten it. So edit, adjust, and brighten. So just like that, we took let's see, because you can't really see that one. That's why I say when it comes to designing, you can be on it forever and ever. Okay. So just like that, we took how long did that take? Maybe 5 minutes. We took a pre-made template from Canva that was already made a few adjustments, dropped some different pictures in there, and now I have a yard sign that I could list as a digital product and sell it. So there's two ways that this could there's three ways. This class is mainly digital, but there's three ways that this product can be sold. I could sell the physical product by uploading this to CVS or Walgreens and having them print the sign out. Right now, CVS has 50% off. So the poster would cost you $15 for them to make it. You can sell it for $45 to $65 off a product that took you 5 minutes to make. Got that? The next thing is, as a crafter who doesn't want to take the time to actually make the product, I can sell this as a PDF. The PDF means that I'm going to send it to, you're going to send me your grad's information, name and the pictures, and I'm going to make this design for you. And then I'm going to actually sell you the PDF, which means that you won't be able to edit it, but you can take it and do whatever you want to do. You can send it to CVS or whatever it is that you were going to do with the image. That's second stream of income. Okay, she got a laptop. All right. The third stream is I can sell this as a editable template. Meaning I'm going to give you a link that you'll get, and it's going to take you back to Canva where you will be able to just do what I just did. And you can go in there and drag and drop and change it and all that good stuff. The fourth item is you could take this and bundle it into a bunch of other stuff and sell it. Because you could take this and make it into a fan. Same design. So think bigger and think multiple streams of income with anything that you guys are creating and doing and putting out there in the digital space. I think I'm gonna have to go back in there and just double check. I think I gave y'all the generator because I was prepping for graduation season. But I have a generator that I created. This one is geared for graduation season. So it used to be you would have to go to ChatGPT and tell it, hey, I want you to create me a mock-up with a model that has hair like this, that's wearing this, and lighting and all of that kind of stuff. Well, the generator actually has sped that up to give you a prompt. So let's just say we click on, and I did it for male, female, little girl, little boy, because you also have like graduates for first grade, kindergarten going to first grade. So you would just go through this generator, pick let's see, 14, 18, your grad, and then hyper realistic, meaning it's gonna give like a realistically, but I did put like cartoon, chibi, and semi. This is going to give you your models, because I know some people are like, okay, where do I get my models? How do I figure out for my mock-ups? So you don't have to. I love AI because I promise you, I used to go through Pinterest, having to try to find models and stuff, and then make sure that it was okay to use those models because some pictures you can't repurpose for resale. So then, finishing effects, we'll say high shine or cinnamon lighting, and skin tone, we'll go with a deep chocolate. I love freckles and dimples, but you have a couple of options there. And since it's a male, I need to go in there and add some more options. I just pick specifics because it'll bring, but if you like wanted locks, which okay, we could do locks. You would select that, and I'm gonna leave it unspecified eye color. We'll do hazel. And I did add in here because we do have a lot of athletes and stuff. So you're able to add like the football in there, or if it's wrestling and stuff like that, just depending on what mock-up and stuff you're trying to do. And then sage color, we're going to go with, you know what? I didn't even realize it didn't add orange. I need to go in there. We'll do green. Matching gown. And then studio. Now, this doesn't necessarily matter if you're going to remove the background, but if you're wanting to get a couple of pictures and stuff that have different background, then of course pick you a background. Let's see, elegant drop fabric. What just say? And then looking to the side, holding diploma, cap toss, um, close up. We're gonna do full body. So you'll click generate. This is your prompt. We copy in it. This prompt is for you to put into ChatGPT. We paste it in there. So ChatGPT will create images for you. Gemini AI is a free one. You can use Gemini, and then Microsoft Bling is another free AI software that you can use for images. Um, ChatGPT do run a little smaller. I mean, slower. Uh, what I also will tell you is all AIs are not created equally. So you can have the exact same prompt and get a totally different um oh, hold on, y'all. What is this do? Let's think. Hold on. Okay, there's that one. So see how quick and easy that was. Now I can go back in here. I can go back to the generator and generate another prompt with the same thing. Keep in mind, if you want the same model and you're doing different poses and stuff like that, then make sure that you stay in that same chat. Because if you go to a different chat, then you're gonna get a different model. Now,
I have a question.
uh-huh.
Was the generator sent to us also?
I believe I did include it.
Okay.
I'll go back in there and double check. I think I did. See.
Because I was looking through everything and I only received one item. Well, I had
Then you need to,
five
yeah.
different
So
ones on it, and that was it. The vending
refresh,
machine, everything that was linked with that one.
refresh, because you probably looking at the original email that went out. So when I updated, you should have gotten another a new link that was sent.
Okay.
If not, I'll make sure that you get it. Let's see. Download. Let's see. So let's see. I added the grad pricing sheet. You have the grad mock-ups, grad booklet, which is this. I added a template in there for you guys for that. Um, activity party kit, vending machine, the pop-out invite, holiday seasonal. Okay, so the holiday seasonal guide is in there, and the party favor is in there, and then I do believe, did I add the, I either gave y'all the generator or, just a second, let me see. And that generator does give multiple complexions. And see, I just said now have him sitting down with a school background. So it moved him same model. And then you can say, okay, remove football out of pen. And and Okay, let me see, let me see. I'm double checking because I'm trying to see which one I gave y'all. Let's see, now he jumping. No football in his hand, same model. Okay, so I gave you guys the digital crafting AI prompts, content prompts. So that one, okay, let me pause this. So the generator is not included in it. If you guys do want it, I'll put it on sale half off because it's regular $10. I'll discount it for the rest of tonight if y'all want to jump grab it. Okay. All right, so then we have all of our little models that we just you're gonna click on the image, click save. And you can always go back to this chat. So if you decide that you want to create more looks with this same model, just go back to that chat and then you'll just type in whatever it is that you want. Um, if you're not doing graduation and you're just doing a regular mock-up that you want, just be as detailed as possible to chat and it'll create you AI influencer for your product. Okay, so then we're gonna go back over and we're going to go to upload and we're gonna upload those that we just did. Oh, and here's another one that I like. Create. Mm, mhm, mm. 'Cause I don't know if y'all seen the backgrounds. I did some yesterday with the lockers and stuff in the background. Um, I got that image off of, I told ChatGPT to create the lockers for me. You can go on Pinterest and stuff like that and find different pictures to use, but I use chat for pretty much everything that I'm trying to do. Words, all of that. So I'm gonna save this and we'll go back over here and upload it. Okay. So let's just say from scratch. So I'm gonna go over to elements. And I had actually started pulling. So these are all I did, I typed in ripped paper frames, and this is where these came from. And then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna grab and put my lockers in there. And then, like I said, if you wanted to adjust it and move it, double click and move it over. And then instead, we'll go over here and grab a favorite font. for graduation season is the yearbook style, and then it also has a yearbook outline. We'll change the background. And you don't have to use that element. Like y'all just play with your stuff. And then I'm gonna go back over here and grab him. Oh, so when you do use a photo frame, once you put the photo in there, make sure you lock it because anything that you drag across here is gonna try to put it into that photo. So we'll lock that. So now nothing will go in there. And then we're going to remove background. Another trick that I can show y'all while we're doing this. It is a pro feature. So you see how his legs are cut off? If I go over here to apps, oh, I'm sorry, edit, scroll over to Magic Expand. As you can see, it has the crown, which means it is a paid version. I can expand down and then hit expand, and it's gonna give him some feet. So when you're generating pictures and stuff, if for any reason the head is cut off or the arm and stuff is cut off, you can expand it. Some of them look a little weird, and then some look okay. I don't like any of those because they look like he got spats on. But you can kind of play around with it, and then of course you would have to remove the background again. But yeah, we not we're gonna leave them right there. And then you can also go and recreate, tell chat, hey, make sure that it's full body. None of the feet, legs, or head is cut off as well when you generate your thing. So then we'll add a little shadow since he is on black on black. And this is just designing from actual scratch. And we'll go grab another frame. Upload. Are y'all getting the gist of it? Is it over? Because I know a lot of people be like, I don't know what to do. Canva is so hard, I don't want to do it. And I actually created these in Canva as well. All I did was I told it to create me a glitter ombre in 2026 and 4K. And make it a PNG. Of course, sometimes it's hard-headed, so it didn't make a PNG, but because I know I can remove the background, I just went ahead and still kept it. So if you any letters or words and stuff that you want, and then you can even tell it you want the ombre yellow to green or green to so it'll spit that out for you. And then you just kind of play with it and add to let's see, go back over to elements. Position. You can really see it. Just depending on what you want to put on there. If you want to add more words to it. Your different fonts. And I'm gonna add an outline. And then I also, so whatever your local schools and stuff are, you can go and grab their mascot. Now this one I actually created this one because that's not their actual logo. And I do know, so I told it to create a PNG. It did not create a PNG. What I did notice is, and I'll show you, when I click on remove background, you see how I remove the white? I don't want the white removed. So the workaround is you go over here to edit, go to Magic Grab, which again is a pro, and I'm going to actually grab it and pull it off, and then we'll delete that. So now I still have my white background. So any of y'all local schools, if y'all are gonna be doing graduation stuff, go in there, use ChatGPT and tell it, and literally my prompt was create me a logo for DeSoto High School. Use their school colors, yellow and green, and that's what it produced. But also, my ChatGPT is trained, so if you get a result that you don't like, then go in and tweak it so that you can get whatever you want. Because I use my AI. Even if you put that same prompt, you're not gonna get the exact same design. So that's what also sets you apart and makes you unique too when you're designing stuff. All AIs are not created equal. Just like I said with the generator, your AI influencers are going to look different. You're gonna get different models. So it'll still have the same expressions and stuff like that, but your model will never look like my model. So that sets your templates apart from anyone. The templates that I provided with you guys, y'all go in there, y'all create your models and stuff to go with them. That changes your whole product. Change the color, change the name, and your product is considered to be different. Y'all have any questions? No. Okay. So that's your banner. You can add more to it. Simple and plain. We would, in 10, 20 minutes, we did 2 different designs. This is 2 different templates. They look totally different. That's 2 different templates that you can sell. Now you can I love a good bundle. So especially giving bang to your book. So I would probably take both of these and bundle them. Let me show you how to do a mock-up because you don't necessarily want to just be like, oh, here's my template, look at it. So let's just say house background because it's all about how you package your stuff too. Back- Go to pictures. These tied. I don't want my yard sign sitting in front of them yards. And camera be tripping sometimes. Let me see. I literally did the same thing last night. Uh, I mean, we can use this. So I'm clicking, I right clicked and did replace background. So we got a picture of a house. I'm not really feeling that one, but let me see. What's crazy is, but you'll go in there to elements and you search. I don't like that one. I'm going to use the one that came. I literally typed in house yesterday and it gave me this one. And then as you can see, it's giving more options in that one. So I am going to download this. So we go to share, download, whichever picture it is that you want to do. Your select PNG and download. Okay. And then I'll come back over here to upload. And then I am going to add a shadow just to give it a little bit of a dip. And then we need some legs. Oh. And then I'm just putting these behind it so it looks like a sign in the yard. And now we got a sign. This is the background. Now you can transparency, you can pull that back so the sign pops more, or you can leave it as is, but it looks like but this is the focal point. And if you really want to get fancy, you could take your model, one of your models, remove the background. Mm-mm. Edit. And this your mock-up that you can put on your site or you can post. And like I said, while you sitting there on your phone, I mean sitting there on your computer, take your phone out, put it on time lapse and record you making your templates. That's footage. So what you could do is when you create your reel is you're gonna take the footage of you doing it because it's gonna, if you do time lapse, it's gonna have it going real fast. And then at the end, you put this as your picture, and then at you can either on the picture say post yard signs available now, template available now if you want to put it on here, or you can put it in your caption. So questions? I know it's a lot. No, that's it. Okay. So y'all homework is going to be to create some type of item. May it be a flyer, a poster, a t-shirt. If you want to do the t-shirts, then you could take the same let me see. Because after you create this one item, I'm gonna unlock this because we're not moving anything here. So I'm gonna show y'all a trick. Copy, paste. So first thing, I'm just to blow your mind. I'm gonna group all this together. I'm gonna go to effects. My bad, hold on. Told y'all wrong. Okay, so let me download this as a PNG. So transparent background makes it a PNG. Rosalie, I know you wanted to do a shirt. So this our poster design. I'm gonna change the background to black. So the first thing is I'm gonna turn it into a fan. Now, I will probably would have removed that and changed it so it doesn't look like that. But all I did was I downloaded it as a PNG. I brought it back over here. I clicked on edit. I edited a shadow and I did outline. When I did the outline, I changed the color to green, but you can do whatever color you like. And this is just to make it into a actual a fan. So then, and then you can also adjust the thickness of the outline. So with the fan, let me change this back to, and then with my mock-up, I already have a fan stick because I have black sticks for my fans. Let me find it. And all I did was I saved it as a PNG and then put that behind. So that exact same design here, I was able to turn it into a fan. So that's another product off of the same design that I did. You may have to tweak it because, like I said, I will probably take this off because I don't like how that looks right there. So I would probably either change the color of it or leave it off and then add it onto the top of my fan once I created that. Now, in order to do a t-shirt, copy, paste. And we know we're putting it on a t-shirt, so I'm going to change this to black because and I'm gonna delete that. And then I'm gonna go back in here and download this again. And I'm gonna I'm not gonna turn the transparency off. Delete, download. Nope. I forgot to just do it. Stop. Download. Number 5. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is go over there and get one of those like grunge. You can use this. And I only do this because I don't like to make shirts where it's just boxy. I want it to look like it's part of the shirt. So um you'll never see any of my shirts where it's just square unless that's just what the customer asked for. And then I'm gonna give them what they asked for. But I'm always going to put it into a grunge or some type of photo frame. So like this one's actually cutting. Um, okay, so this one's still cut off. Now, I still would actually work with this. What I would do is, let me move this up. I'll just go and copy because I still want that grunge effect. So I just take my time and I actually layer the stuff on there. Copy, paste. Oop, let me lock that. You just have to kind of line it up. And I just drug it up. Now this one actually has that effect on it. Is he on there? Oh yeah, it's on there. Okay. And he not all the way lined up. Oh, there you go. I don't know, baby. And then okay. And this is just a workaround where you still get the and I'm just lining everything up and layering it back on there so you can still get the grunge effect, but you none of the stuff is cut off because some of the grunge it has like stuff that like it cuts off and gives a difference. So this would actually be your shirt. Now you could still add, let me go back to the little sparkles because you're gonna turn around. You know what? We need to outline. Y'all like the green or the The white, green, white, or the gray.
Green.
Green. Okay. And then let's see, are we missing anything? And so you still have the grunge effect for your shirt, but we did fill in those spots where it was missing. So then we're gonna download, but we're gonna make sure we download transparent because we don't actually want the background that it's sitting on. And while it's doing that, I am going to go back over to Elements and we'll do t-shirt. Did I do it again? I did. Download. Page 6. Thank you. Transparent download. Go away. I'm on a call. Aaliyah, when does that 24-hour childcare when is that available?
It's only for babies though, so I don't know.
Lord Jesus. Let me know when you upscale to the toddlers.
Right.
Okay, so we are going to go over to Elements and t-shirts. So they do have some mock-ups in Canva that you can use for your t-shirt mock-ups. I ain't gonna lie, I have mine from ChatGPT, but for these purposes, because I want you guys to know that Canva pretty much has between Canva and ChatGPT has everything that you will need. So we have our t-shirt mock-up, and we're gonna go back over here to uploads and grab our t-shirt design right here. And I don't like that mock-up. Hold on. Let me get this one. I don't like that one either. Hold on. That's the back. And they have a bunch of different colors as y'all can see. Okay, we'll just go with it. We'll roll with it. But y'all have a t-shirt design. And again, you didn't have to start from scratch. So we went from a poster. That's one stream income. We turned that poster into a fan, which since we got that other one, let's do the vote. And then we'll still add the shadow outline. And we're gonna make it bigger. So we got a fan off that same design. And now we got a t-shirt. And I did go into ChatGPT and told it to give me like some models wearing a white t-shirt and some jeans. And I told it Afro position to the front. Because it's all about selling it and your graphics. So your message has to be on point as far as your caption goes. And you can add a little shadow behind them, a little drop shadow to give them a little depth. And let's see, grass seeds, season, order. But however y'all want, so we were able to create 3 products off of one design. And it took less than maybe 30 minutes. And that's just the 3 products. That's not including what you can actually sell. So you can sell the physical product, you can make the t-shirt, you can use a drop shipping company that'll make the shirt for you or make the items for you. You can sell the template, the editable template. You can sell the PDF template of it where you're actually making it for them and charge them for making the file and sending them the PDF. And you already got your marketing. So tomorrow, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the items that you guys create, and we're going to work into ChatGPT. Make sure you guys have like the campaign ran out because we already kind of touched on it, but we'll play around with it too. But we're gonna go and I'm gonna show you how to actually create the item. So if it's gonna be a PDF that you sell or if it's an editable template. So I'm gonna show you how to create those links, how to create your thank you page that will go out when that person purchased from you. And then we'll dive a little bit more into the different platforms and stuff for you guys to be able to use if you don't already have a site that you can use. So, did y'all learn something new tonight? Because I always try to make sure I'm pouring in and giving information.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, a
Okay.
lot.
Learned a lot.
Any questions
Learn,
about anything for
we learned
tonight?
about the babysitting class.
Say it one more time, Chris.
Do you take 1-year-olds?
No. It's literally like the first 12 weeks of somebody having a baby, the postpartum nanny service. It's overnight only.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Good try.
somebody got to open up a 24-hour daycare. Like
Yeah.
somebody.
But it's coming. It's coming. Daycare is in the next year. So
It's gonna
just,
happen. It's gonna happen.
yep.
Yeah.
Erica, you want it?
Look. And then you
She
you
got
will
one in the
have your
house with her
extra
right now.
income coming in on your digital stuff.
Yep. That's definitely going to help.
Okay. So anybody have any questions or any concern? What is your homework?
To create. Hold on, because I already got it right there because I'm already starting on it. Oh, create one item. It could be a flyer, template, and yeah.
Okay.
And
No,
post it till you made it you so.
No,
Made it,
posted in the You Made It
University.
Academy.
Okay,
So
yeah. You made it academy. Okay.
whoever gets their homework done and you put it in the You Made It Academy group, I'm going to go through and review those and I will announce a winner. I will give my generator away to a lucky winner that does their homework.
Okay, I'm doing mine right now.
So hold off on